All right, welcome in, Jiu-Jitsu fans. We have an awesome Sunday of submission-only action here at Submission Hunter Pro 95. On our main card at 4:30 sharp on Fight Pass, we have our 160 pounds and under 8-man tournament. Most exciting guy gets a shot on the Fight Pass Invitational in March. We have a stacked set of prelims. I am Alex Mono here with my friend Black Belt Scott Pelzel.
How's it going, everybody?
And man, we have some awesome prelims. The kids have one of the highest submission finish rates I've ever seen in submission-only matches. We have 8 kids matches, some teens matches. We got blues, purples, browns, and the main card, black belts. Starting at 4:30 sharp on Fight Pass. We'll see you there, and let's get our prelims underway. Here's Wayne.
Happy New Year, fight fans, and welcome to Escapade at Imagine Venues. This is Submission Hunter Pro 95. Please welcome to the blue corner for your opening preliminary contest, Hiroshi Munoz.
All right, starting us off, we have the 70-pound gray belt no-gi kids division. Hiroshi Munoz coming from Fort Worth out of Silverback BJJ. Starting our matches off here with a bang.
I like the tunic. It's cool.
Yeah, this team a bit newer to the Submission Hunter stage. We got Hiroshi on the mat. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Josiah Torres.
Nice. And first up, at a strong style, Josiah Torres. We've seen him here on the Submission Hunter stage before. He's got a good pace. He's got good wrestling to him. Seen him on the stage a couple of times. I know he won one match by guillotine. He's got a few of his teammates competing, kids and adults alike.
Strong Style is a very good competition team. Good fundamentals, good wrestling.
Yeah, they also have a lot of great MMA fighters who often fight in Fury. They're always a fun team to watch. All right, let's get our first match going.
Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the kids division at 70 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Silverback BJJ, here is Hiroshi Munoz. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Strong Style Martial Arts, this is Josiah Torres.
All right, we got Austin Ronde and Damon Ronde on referee duty. Hiroshi with a quick guard pull.
And already wrapping up the neck is Torres.
Yeah, we've seen Torres hit his guillotines in the past. Young Hiroshi playing a deep half guard game. I gotta wrestle up in the dogfight position. He's gonna have to get the weight off of the left leg of Josiah. Josiah's in on a Kimura now. Oh, nope, just took a strong cross base.
Josiah's doing a good job keeping pressure on the head. Deep half can be hard to utilize if someone's constantly bending the neck. Great job by Hiroshi using it.
Yeah, nice little sweep. Just I had a nice little high guard there, but Hiroshi's able to posture up out of it.
Let's start moving. Come on, Ian. There you go. Push it back down. No.
Nice strong hip bump sweep there from Josiah into full mount.
Keep pushing. Hit the skate. Bump him.
Looking to create an angle, maybe take the back.
Keep moving.
Staying super tight.
Get your legs underneath him. Keep moving. Try to trap and roll. He's heavy on the pressure right now. There you go. Come on top.
Nice little escape there. Let's see if he can get to his feet.
Looking for anaconda choke, young Josiah.
You're good.
It's really interesting how they score these matches. I mean, it's effectively a submission attempt is worth a point. Whoever has more sub attempts wins it. If, for whatever reason, the sub attempts is maybe like 1-1 and they were both deep, or no sub attempts, then they do value position, takedowns and sweeps, but it rarely comes down to that.
Right.
And Submission Hunter Pro has adopted a really cool penalty if you do get caught stalling. I've only seen it in one event, so one match out of probably a couple hundred matches we've called. So if you get caught stalling, you get penalized. You either start with your back take in an arm bar.
Oh, dang.
Nice back take.
Beautiful.
Good transitions from Josiah Torres. Got that right arm in a great position to sync up this rear naked choke. They'll usually stop these kids' matches early on arm locks, as they should, but chokes, they'll usually let them work out of it. And you see Hiroshi doing a good job, turning back into mount, protecting his neck a bit, but under a lot of pressure here.
Push the elbow up here. Let's frame. Come on, Ian. We gotta move.
Nice little grip there from Josiah.
Push on that knee.
That back take was beautiful. I was going to bring that up again.
Yeah, it really was.
Come on, Ian. We gotta move.
See if he can cut the angle.
Hey, hook that leg right there. Hook it. Hook it. Yes. Now climb up to your half guard. You're okay. Climb up to your half guard. Keep that leg hooked. Push that knee down into your half guard. Now I want you to turn the other way once you have it. Up the back door.
A reset position here.
We gotta go.
This is going to be not a good spot to reset it.
No.
He's already got the lat band.
Yeah, I figured that leg would get figured forward there pretty instantly.
Start looking at it. Hold that hand down. Hold that hand down. Back to the mat. Back to the
Naturally for the kids, no leg locks, no neck cranks.
Let's start moving. Let's start
1 minute remaining in this match. 1 minute remaining.
Like the hands. Back to the mat. We gotta start moving again. Let's go.
Great defense by Hiroshi here. Most of the time those matches end when you get belly down like that, flattened out.
Especially in the body triangle.
Come on, Ian.
A nice little wrist ride. You can
You
unravel wrist rides, but you have to effectively go to turn and go belly down.
Right.
And in doing that, super exposure back. Strong start of the matches here tonight by Josiah Torres. Still hunting for the sub.
Back to the mat, turn in. Let's go. We need a submission.
10 seconds.
Come on, turn.
He's going to pull the trigger on the armbar, it looks like. Oh, nice little recovery.
Come up top.
Time.
Yeah, Hiroshi used his knees as a wedge. Good match to start. Very technical. I mean, kids are setting a high bar early on. Pretty standard, clear-cut victory for Josiah Torres here. We'll make it official in just a moment. Here's the official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5-minute time limit has expired, so we go to the referee for your decision. Your winner of the match, Josiah Torres.
All right, let's meet our next set of competitors.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Aries Islas.
Next up, we have a 55-pound gray belt match in the gi. Aries Islas out of Twin Wolves MMA. Another out-of-towner. It's cool seeing such young grapplers.
Please welcome to the red corner, Crew Corey.
All right, Crew Corey, 8 years old, out of Hinzo, Mount Bellevue. See Alex Black in the corner there. And Ricardo Evangelista. All right, let's get our second match underway.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the kids division at 55 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Twin Wolves MMA, here is Aries Islas. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Henzo Gracie, this is Crew Corey.
Crew with a quick start, gets him in guard, going for the armbar
Right
early
to
on.
the armbar.
A little shallow.
Dang, little spin to the back. Use it to get up.
That was a cool, crafty little scramble. A carpet sweep attempt. Shut down though by Crew. Nice double leg there. Sprawled on though. Crew's on top of it. He's got a little naked choke locked in. The angle's not the best, but it's under the chin.
Yeah, he's fixing that angle. He just needs that other hook and it'll be secured.
There it is.
Man, this loss is hanging in there.
It sure is.
Uses it to get the half guard. Good job.
Push the knee. There you go. Good. Push it on.
All right, little reset of position here. Aries finally settles into a position he can mount some offense from. See, Crew's pretty thoroughly ahead though. The armbar and the rear naked choke attempt.
Tight, Crew. Stay tight. Open the legs. Pass. Good. Pull again.
It's interesting that the value of takedowns in these submission-only matches really changes.
Get the close. Get the close.
Because if you end up in a closed guard, it's almost not worth it.
Right.
Let's get our legs locked, okay, buddy? Go.
Nice. Just slides right over.
Hey, skate back.
A half guard sweep there from Crew. Back into the closed guard.
Crew, let's sit down on our butt. Sit down on our butt. There we go. Just gonna hold on there, Crew. You're okay, buddy. Now let's go. Posture. Posture, Crew. Good. Posture, posture. Out. Pass. Close guard, Crew. Close guard. Good. There we go.
Crew go for that armbar again. And there's the finish.
It's fast with those legs.
Yeah, he sure was. Yeah, Crew had a hard game plan. I mean, you can tell the positions he was fighting for. Heavy entry into guard. He'll get our first submission of the night.
He was also quick to circle as soon as he was passing, circling, trying to make an angle.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with an armbar, Crew Corey!
All right, we're moving up to the slightly older kids. Now 10 years and up for our next 3 matches before the teams.
Please Please welcome to the blue corner, Mikey Fabella.
All right, Mikey Fabella, 11 years old. This is an 85-pound gray belt no-gi match. Comes out of Ohana. Ohana always put out high-level competitors, Jiu-Jitsu and MMA and Muay Thai. Very well-rounded team. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Noah Torres.
Noah Torres, another fighter out of strong style. We've also seen him on the mats before. I think we saw his younger brother, Josiah Torres, compete earlier tonight. Their coach Del Fuego is known for a couple back-to-back closed guard arm bars. In Fury as a pro, really impressive attacks in the closed guard MMA. All right, let's get this third match underway.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the kids division at 83 to 85 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Ohana Academy, this is Mikey Fabella. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing strong style martial arts, this is Noah Torres.
Little handshake to a wrist control. A good guillotine attempt here.
Ooh, that's a mount.
Uses it to sweep. Battered the position a bit more for the submission attempt.
Push that knee back down. Let's get an underhook with our left side. Push that knee back down, Mikey. Mike back out. All right, let's take him back down.
They did add straight ankle locks in for the teenagers. Not quite this division just yet, but in the teens you will see some crafty straight ankle lock attempts. Shot there. Noah Torres navigates around that guillotine. He's got to try to get the hips flat. Like that in a tricky position to maintain against a really good, like inverted style guard player. We saw Noah with a guard pull earlier, hits another strong double leg.
Wrist control. Set it up. And also take his head with his first head. Yes. Push one hand into his belly. Push one hand into his belly and hold his head with the other hand. Keep going, Mike. You got to get that hand off your bicep. Circle your hands inside. Good. You got to create that pressure. Nice. Sit up, sweepers there.
Yeah, the posture controlling a no-gi can be a little bit different. You need double underhooks or a deep overhook, really strong wrap around the head. Oh, nice guillotine entry. You don't see those from an existing closed guard. Usually happens before, like right now. Locks the neck up and then pulls him in. Nice butterfly sweep there. Noah still has that nasty chin strap, front headlock to deal with. Nice transition one. I'm sure we'll see Mikey look to take the back here from this front headlock. He's going to reset back in the middle.
That was twice he did the little guillotine to him out. That's nice.
Mikey's big on wrist control standing.
calling for him to attack the leg when his opponent turns.
Oh man, this is a deep one.
Nice.
No, with the quick spin though. He's still in it though. There's the tap.
Oh.
Wow. Nice little classic high elbow guillotine there from Mikey Isabella. He was looking for it all night.
Those guillotines wear on the neck. You keep going for them.
Yeah. All right, let's make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with a guillotine, Mikey Isabella.
He did a great job staying calm and just attacking.
Yeah, super poised. You can tell he had a good front headlock in. All right, let's meet our next set of kids.
Please welcome Lucas Martinez to the red corner, or blue corner.
All right, Lucas Martinez, this is a 77-pound gray belt gi match coming out of Soul Fighters in Leander. We got a fair amount of competitors tonight coming from out of town. All right, we got him on the stage. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Adrien Pineda.
Adrien Pineda, our second competitor out of Hinso Gracie, Mount Bellevue. Again, we'll see Alex Black and Ricardo Evangelista in the corner. Alex Black, I remember watching him fight, I think as an amateur. I mean, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago. Then as a pro.
Dang.
Retired from MMA since, but has been on the Submission Hunter stage. All right. Let's get this fourth match underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the kids division at 77 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Soul Fighters, here is Lucas Martinez. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Hinso Gracie, this is Adrien Pineda.
Quick start to this one. Luke is keeping a lot of range with this pass. Nearly successful. He's got to get past that inside leg. Adrien does cover half guard. Half guard can be a tricky position. If you're flat, it's going to be hard to work with. Right, turns it into full guard. Statistically, the best position in submission-only matches and tournaments in general.
Yeah, I like that. Martinez stood up right in the guard. You know, a lot of times they try to pass or they try to break the guard just by on your knees, and statistically standing up is the way to go.
It's the way to go. Yeah, a more modern style. I mean, I say that it's probably been super used for 10, 12 years now. But I remember back when I was a white belt, standing to break wasn't really a thing, and then even standing to pass wasn't as common. Now, I mean, it's certainly the best way to do it. Even if you do it without controlling a sleeve, what's the worst thing to worry about? A carpet sweep? I mean, those are pretty easy to navigate around.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing more boring to watch than when people get stuck inside guard. You know, obviously guard can be dangerous, but you got to be able to get out of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Good job by Martinez here, really lacing the legs, great binding them, maintaining control and mount.
Super low chest pressure. Keeping the elbows nice and wide. referee of this match, Damien Arande, just fought last weekend. Fury 100 was able to get a first round armbar, and the guy was not quick to tap. He had to loop it over his hip bone and tried to break it. It was cool. It was a good finish.
Dang it.
When Damien was, I think, 17, I watched him fight for Eric. I mean, years and years ago. And he had a guy in an armbar, and the guy just didn't tap. It was a big Americana. Well, that's deep.
Yeah, his coach calls him the orangutan.
Yeah. I think some minor adjustments. He can get a finish here. Just get that elbow a little bit closer to the ribs.
Yeah, that is brutal on the wrist and shoulder.
Yeah.
His opponent got his elbow free here. Pretended got his elbow free. So he needs to focus on getting one leg flat to the mat so that his opponent's feet aren't constantly raising his legs up.
Yeah, it's not enough to push their leg in between your legs to recover. You also have to pull your leg under theirs.
Right.
And in doing that, it has to be flat.
That's one of the tricky things, right? In jiu-jitsu, you're taught to bridge where you lift off of both your feet, but the problem with that is it allows your opponent to lace their feet underneath your back or legs.
Now go again. Go. Now half guard on this side. Each one. Straight your leg, push.
1 minute remaining.
Yeah, Lucas Martinez has been in control. This match started fast, but he was able to find that guard pass and get to mount. And he's been doing a great job of kind of bouncing between submission attempts and position control.
Push the knee.
Another potential Americana attempt here.
30 seconds remaining.
There we go.
And there's a tap.
With 25 seconds left to go.
All right, let's make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with an Americana, Lucas Martinez.
All right, let's get our next set of competitors on these mats.
Please welcome Ashley Odell to the blue corner.
All right, we got Ashley Odell, 12 years old. This is a 105-pound gray belt match in the gi. The first of 4 Labyrinth BJJ grapplers in a row. The team will be busy over the next 20 minutes. All right, we have Ashley Odell on the stage. Let's meet her opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Sophia Estrada.
All right, Sophia Estrada out of Grace Baja, Copperfield. Both ladies 12 years old. I just noticed on Ashley Odell's gi, on the back of it says Smashly. That's a cool jiu-jitsu nickname.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, we've got both ladies on these competition mats. Let's get this match going.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the kids division at 105 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Labyrinth BJJ, this is Ashley Odell. And introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Gracie Baja, this is Sophia Ayala Estrada.
Quick guard pull there from Smashly.
right to the high guard.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough position to work out of.
Ooh, into the arm bar.
Oh, there's the tap. All right, so far, quickest submission tonight. Congratulations to Ashley Odell.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match in 19 seconds with an armbar, Ashley Odell.
All right, 19 seconds. Going to be a tough one to top. Keep things moving right along. All right, let's win our next set of ladies.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Emma Yu.
All right, very similar to our last match. Emma Yu out of Labyrinth, 12 years old. This is a 99-pound gray belt match in the gi. Always good when you have training partners on the same fight card with you. Makes training more fun. Hold each other a bit more accountable. All right, we got Emma Yu on the mat. Let's meet her opponent.
Please welcome Farah Musavi to the red corner.
All right, Farah Musavi out of Revolution. All right, only a handful of kids matches left. Let's get this one underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the kids division at 99 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Labyrinth BJJ, this is Emma Yu. And introducing her opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Revolution BJJ, this is Farah Musavi.
Pull right in a closed guard there for Musavi. That's one thing we drill a lot in these matches is just avoiding closed guard.
Yeah, on the match earlier, immediately Ashley climbed her guard really high, and that's like a detail that you know the guard's going to be dangerous if they're adamant about climbing their legs high.
Yeah.
If someone starts climbing their legs high on me, I'm adamant about getting out.
Yeah. Even if you force a stand-up like this. Muscle sweep attempt. That kind of classic tripod into De La Hiva. It's funny, before the match started, Farah was pretty wide-eyed. I mean, I think first time here on the submission hitter stage, but showing good technique. Yeah, Farah did a really good job making the most of those double sleeve grips. You have to address those.
Right.
Scott, you do more no gi than gi? Yeah, or pretty healthy split?
Yeah, I do. No, I definitely, it's probably like 99% no gi.
Okay, cool, fair enough.
I did just win black belt gi at Naga, weight division and absolute.
Okay, there you go.
I like to mix it up. You know, the challenge is always.
It certainly is different.
Yeah. You know, the guy in my weight class sweat me multiple times. The grips definitely change everything.
Yeah, they sure do.
In no gi, if I get half guard, I'm trying to stay chest to chest and wrap you up. But if you do that in the gi, they grab your knee and they're tossing you right over.
We're seeing a heavy pressure passing attempt here from Emma Yu. but again, against a really crafty guard player.
And she's doing a good job of using her feet, keeping you off balance.
You can also look for an over-under. It's there. It's there. Get that arm back, Emma. Yep. Now you have the space to bring your leg out. Bring your leg out, Farah. Good. Yep, stand. Good. Now attack the triangle. Shoot it. Yeah, circle in, Emma. Go. Go again.
Little change of position here. Emma in on an Ashi. We'll see what she can do with it.
Look for her first section of saddle here, too. Push your leg down. Push your leg down.
I mean, you can wrap back on certain reactions, but when the leg lock game is not an option, pretty much just using this position to sweep. And it's certainly easy to do from there. You just have to be careful not to end up right back in Wasabi's guard.
Stuff that knee. Oh, yeah, this is fine, too. You can get under both. Watch the loop, choke, Emma. Stuff that leg into a half guard here now. Look for an over-under. Yep, combat base here. Good, double unders here. Nice, get some good grips here. Yes. You want to circle again here? Triangle. Back in, Emma. Yes, both arms in. Posture here, Emma. Pull it out. You can do it. Yep. Pull the arm out.
Surprised is keeping that left hand on the belt. She seems to get busy getting that left arm in.
1 minute remaining in this match. 1 minute remaining.
Look for double unders here, Emma. Turn that corner.
Or the right arm out. Stick to one of the two. Best thing to do in a triangle, obviously, get your head out of dodge, but
Walk backwards. Walk your hands backwards. Stand up here
you should get both arms back to the inside.
Pull the arms across. Let's look to get aggressive, Emma. Stand up. Start to pass here.
Oh, nice shoot for the triangle, and it's figure forward.
Lock it up tight.
Cross both ankles. Cross both ankles and get a frame. Pull your right arm.
30 seconds remaining.
Pull ahead. Grab your shin. Pull. Squeeze. Cross both ankles here.
Yeah, they're not allowed to pull on the head, right?
You know what? In most tournaments, yes. I mean, that's got to be the rule now. But that's usually one of the first questions I ask. Usually, for these submission only matches, that is allowed. Tonight, it must not be. Probably finish this arm bar.
Ooh, going for the arm bar. It's tight.
Oh man, that sure is.
Time.
Great defense by you. She hung in there.
Pretty clear victory here for Farah Musabi. Let's see if the judges feel the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5-minute time limit has expired. So we go to referee Damian Orende for your decision. Your winner of the match, Farah Musabi.
All right, we got 2 more kids matches left. Let's beat the next set of fighters.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Lincoln Duvall.
All right, we have 2 more Labyrinth fighters coming out. Lincoln Duvall, 12 years old. This is a 89-pound gray belt gi match. Lincoln 12. Opponent 11. We got him on the stage. Let's meet his opposition.
Please welcome Kaden Martinez to the red corner.
All right, Kaden Martinez, 11 years old. Another fighter out of Soul Fighters Leander. I can only assume this is the brother of Lucas Martinez. Really good top mount pressure. Oh, we got him on the mats. Let's get this fight going.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the kids division at 89 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Labyrinth BJJ, here is Lincoln Duvall. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Soul Fighters, here is Kaden Martinez.
Sweep, but he does find a strong conquest into closed guard. And it's funny, anytime we have like competition training sessions, I make sure, you know, the partners always communicate, you know, what they're training for. Because if it's forced submission only matches, getting swept into your own guard is not necessarily a bad thing. Whereas in a tournament, you got to prove that because the guys are scoring points for it.
Right. Yeah, we've seen it play out before where one of the opponents is adamant about being on top, but it's actually easier to throw up the sub-temps from bottom.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're on top, you have to pass the guard first, which doesn't really earn you any points.
No. And in my opinion, it's the hardest thing to do in jiu-jitsu, especially in the gi.
Correct.
Even watching ADCC live the last couple times, there were more submissions than there were guard passes. A very educated crowd, they would always go nuts anytime someone hit a hard, strong, like chest-to-chest guard pass to the side controller mount. It was just so rare. A nice armbar attempt here. Lincoln, good figure four, not even. He got palm to palm as Martinez. Trying to get his head out of position. The elbow line is clear, but that can always be reloaded.
And as we talk about these sub attempts, the competitor from guard throws up an armbar, and he's going to be able to continue an attack. While Martinez, all he can do is fight the legs.
Yeah, and you called it really well earlier. I mean, if you can't hit, I tell my guys, I'm like, try the conventional frame on the hips and push the knee down. If it does not work, you just gotta stand. Kind of worst case, what, you get carpet swept?
Right.
And then the carpet sweep itself, you know, it can knock someone off balance, but then they have to come all the way up, avoid the guard. Very challenging to do.
Whoa. Nice pass. Yeah, Duvall keeps locking up this little triangle on just the head. And he's not going to get a submission out of that, but it is super taxing if you're in it.
Very uncomfortable. Very awkward in this position. And not fun to deal with. If he can't navigate past that bottom right leg. Nice, Lincoln does a good job getting back to full guard.
1 minute remaining in this match. 1 minute remaining.
These young kids have such flexible legs too.
Yeah. For a pendulum sweep. Cruise the arm. Watch the triangle though.
Dang.
Man, the arms are in. This is another just triangle on the head only.
30 seconds remaining.
I don't think this counts as a catch attempt.
Probably not.
Yeah, the refs tonight are also the judges. You have the two Arande brothers, and then Jason Solis here. All three of them black belts, all of them competitors.
10 seconds.
I really like this trio of ref judges.
Time.
Nice crafty guard work there from Lincoln Duval.
Cut the angle the entire time. I tell my guys that all the time. It's like if you're in guard, you don't want to be square. You have to get your head off to the side, make an angle.
A quick little deliberation with the other refs. We have our winner. Let's see who it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Jason Lease for your decision. Your winner of the match, Kaden Martinez.
Huh. That was interesting.
Please welcome McKinley Gibson to the blue corner.
All right, this is our final kids match. 12 years old, 75 to 80 pound gray belt gi match. Our final fighter out of Labyrinth, BJJ for the time being. The ladies are going to finish off the kids division. The first gray black belt of the night. You know, jiu-jitsu boomed in popularity. That kids started training from the age of 3 and 4, so they actually added some in-between belts. So the gray-black belt is in the gray belt division, just a more advanced gray belt. Let's meet our opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Bella Nolan.
Nice, Bella Nolan, out of Henzo Gracie, Mount Bellevue. The Mount Bellevue coach is very busy on the kids portion of this card. 3 out of 8 matches. All right, Bella's on the mats. Let's get our final kids match started.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the kids division at 75 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Labyrinth BJJ, this is McKinley Gibson. And introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Henzo Gracie, this is Bella Nolan.
Double guard pull.
It's funny, scoring these in classic tournaments was always a little bit weird. I think whoever comes on top gets the sweet points, right? I'm not too sure. But in these sub-only matches, it may look a little strange, but it makes sense to not want to come on top directly in the guard. And if you do, you got to either stand up or combat base it. Just got to avoid that close guard. High guard again. Do a deep arm bar. Oh, that one's deep. Yeah, quick finish there. Again, we saw that was the second time. Just that very high guard makes the angle easy to cut for that arm lock. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with an armbar, McKinley Gibson.
All right, that'll do it for our kids match. Let's move on to the teens. We have 4 teens matches ahead.
Moving on to the teens division, please welcome to the blue corner, Ramzel Valeros.
All right. A big step up in age, and you guys will notice a huge difference in the intensity. But we have Randall Valeros out of Mushin BJJ, 15-year-old yellow belt no-gi match. A lot of these kids have been training, you know, for 10 years if they start at 4. All right, we got Randall on the mats. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Xavier Rodriguez.
Xavier out of Virtues BJJ, 14 years old, a little bit younger, 135 pounds. Now these guys, they are allowed to pull on the head for triangle chokes. They can hit any variation of front chokes, and they are allowed straight ankle locks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the teens division at 135 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Mushin BJJ, this is Ramzel Valeros. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Virtues Jiu-Jitsu, this is Xavier Rodriguez.
I'd expect a quick start here. Randall's staying super low. Chases a double. Does a good job hitting a nice little cut through pass. Right in the north-south position. Quick reset, back in the middle. You keep those elbows tight when you're in that bottom position. Try to pendulum the legs. Randall, it's a really slick transition amount. Stand super low. Looking for a gift wrap. Looks like it is Randall.
Xavier looked like he was trying to get a leg attempt.
Yeah, that inside leg kind of popped out of position though. You can see Randall thought about a counter leg lock of his own as he sits back on the straight ankle lock.
There he goes for it.
He's got a good bite on it. Oh, and he's belly down.
Belly down's where you want to be.
Oof. And there's the tap. Nice. Good way to get the team started off. Randall Valeros with a straight ankle lock. A quick start, some really strong positioning.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with a straight ankle lock, Ramzel Valeros.
Anytime we go for a leg lock, you want to try to go belly down, and that's exactly what he did. You're going to be able to really pin the leg and drive force down into the mat, which is going to increase your torque and pressure. It's cool to see teams doing leg locks.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Aubrey Hunter.
Aubrey Hunter, 14, out of Gracie Baja Woodlands. She will be coached by none other than Alex Moreno.
Please welcome to the red corner, Alina Byerly.
Alina Byerly, 15, out of Enzo Gracie, Lake Houston.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the teens division at 135 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Gracie Baja in the Woodlands, Texas, here is Aubrey Hunter. And introducing her opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Enzo Gracie, Lake Houston, this is Alina Byerly.
Guard pulled by Hunter. Byerly looking for that neck.
Position we're fighting for, Aubrey. Close it up on her. Frame on that right side. That right leg in position, Aubrey. Yeah, very good. Good angle, good angle. Right leg in, Aubrey. If she opens it again, back step it out. Keep the angles.
Byerly chest to chest and top half guard here. Gonna look to pass. She's doing a good job holding the head and arm. She's gonna want to put her head on the mat, tripod up. Hunter pulls her into guard. Great job standing up. By Alina. Armbar attempt. Alina steps over, man. That arm is extended. Great job by Hunter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with an armbar, Aubrey Hunter.
Yeah, the only mistake when Alina stood up is she just needed to get some posture. You don't want to have your head and arm down, which Hunter was able to capitalize.
Please welcome Josiah Davis to the blue corner.
Our next match, Josiah Davis, 16, out of Soul Fighters, Leander.
Please welcome to the red corner, Trevor Martin.
Trevor Martin. out of Virtues BJJ, 16, our 150 blue belt nogi match.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the teens division at 150 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Soul Fighters, this is Josiah Davis. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Virtues BJJ, this is Trevor Martin.
Here we go. Ooh, good little attempt there by Trevor. Josiah able to recover, stay on top.
Yeah, these teams are sometimes some of the most fun matches to watch because a lot of them are training as long as a lot of guys who are black belts have been training, just not of age. Nice triangle locked up there. From Josiah Davis. And it's fully figure four. Notice Trevor's got his arms kind of framed, making it hard to cut an angle, but that's only skin deep. It only lasts so long. I was kind of reading for. Okay, now he's got the arm across.
Got the legs tight across the neck.
Man, this is deep. It's gonna be a hard one to escape.
Yeah, this is gonna be brutal.
There's the tap. Wow. Slick, quick setup there from Josiah Davis. 16 years old, blue belt. Slick trying to choke finish. And these team matches are going quick. We only have one left.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with a triangle, Josiah Davis.
All right, our final teams match coming up. Let's meet our oldest set of teams so far.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Richard Abercrombie.
All right, Richard Abercrombie, 15 years old. He's got a slightly older opponent out of Urban Jungle. I did see him drilling with young Sebastian Royavides, who will be in his corner. I'm sure you know who Sebastian is.
Yes.
That kid is a absolute monster on the mat. All right, and let's meet Richard's opponent.
Please welcome Nathan King to the red corner.
All right, Nathan King, 17 years old, has strong style. Strong style's got a good group of youngsters. This is a 175-pound blue belt no-gi match. We actually start our adult blue belts here right after this. Nathan on the mats here before. Enjoying his walkout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the teens division at 175 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Urban Jungle, this is Richard Abercrombie. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Strong Style Martial Arts, here is Nathan King.
These are some big teams. 175.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Both tall and lanky.
Yeah, often a good build for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, 175, you're big enough that you can fight the 200-pound guys, but small enough that your jiu-jitsu can still be really fast, high-paced, and flexible.
Loser kick there. From Richard. I watch this armbar though. Another really high guard. We've seen, I think, 3 or 4 high guard armbars here tonight already. Oh, and there's the angle. Oh, this is deep. And there's the tap. Wow.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier when your student Hunter caught the arm bars. Like, you can't stand up, but you have to get your posture immediately.
Yeah.
If your head and arms down, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match in just under 1 minute with an armbar, Nathan King!
All right, that'll do it for the teens. Let's get the adult blue belts going. Got some really fun matches planned for tonight for these adults.
Moving on to the blue belt division, please welcome to the blue corner, Stevie Tochik.
All right, Stevie Tochik, these guys are starting us off big. We got a 250-pound no-gi match.
Gotta be do something to do something.
See Joe Murphy in this corner. Joe Murphy, actually, our featured match tonight on the main card, outside of the 8-man tournament.
Please welcome to the red corner, Orlando Gonzalez.
Orlando Gonzalez out of Team Torres. Pretty cool. Both of these guys' coaches have regularly fought on this stage. You know, preparation was strong. Usually blue belts get sequestered to the post limbs. It's cool to see them going on early tonight. All right, Orlando about to make his way up the stairs. First adults match of the evening. We got a lot of them.
I've trained with both these teams, and they're both solid, both really good competitors. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Houston's so big, but eventually you just start to know everybody, you know?
That's right.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 215 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. Representing Henzo Gracie, this is Stevie Tochik. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner. Representing Torres Jiu-Jitsu, this is Orlando Gonzalez.
All right, no heel hooks, but pretty much everything else is allowed for these blue belts. Tochik looking to shoot, but he couldn't get past the frames of Gonzalez. Gonzalez needs to hit a guard pull. Okay, butterfly guard reset here.
Right arm out. Off your hook. Sweep to your right side. Feel that butterfly towards your left. If you can get two on one side, the foot. Yes, push his head away.
Fun fact about Dietrich's coach is Joe Murphy and his wife, Lauren Murphy, are both competing on the same night. That's got to be fun to share the mats. Nice sweep there. And Gonzalez gets some strong back exposure. Oh, he's got this choke sunk in.
Ooh, fixes the angle, gets both hooks in.
He let the choke go and focused on good positioning, knowing he can just reload it later.
Shoulders on the floor now, Stevie. Shoulders on the floor.
Being physical with the hand fighting.
Keep breathing easy here. Now let's start.
It's generally like a beginner mistake is to go for the choke too fast and then be slid off.
Yeah.
This is in.
Oh, there's the tap. Right on the chin. Nice, yeah. We get a little highlight action here. Congratulations to Orlando Gonzalez. Really taking advantage of the small window of back exposure, getting on the back and sitting in that choke. Full running choke. See him hit the old tap on the mat. That was a lock. All right, let's make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with the rear naked choke, Orlando Gonzalez. Please welcome Parker Ghostwick to the blue corner.
Parker Ghostwick, 175 pounds, out of Gracie Baja Woodlands. He will be coached by Alex Moreno.
Please welcome Raul Vega to the red corner.
Making his way up, Raul Vega out of Enzo Gracie Cyprus. This is our 175-pound Nogi blue belt matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 175 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Gracie Baja in the Woodlands, Texas, this is Parker Ghostwick. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Enzo Gracie, here is Raul Vega.
Here we go. Yeah, just like a little throw by on the elbow and kind of put him down with that. Raul Vega in guard, possibly looking for like a triangle setup. They're going to reset back to the middle. So Vega's got an angle here, but his leg's stuck in between his opponent's legs. He's going to have to free that to really be dangerous here. Goswick does a good job staying heavy on the leg, uses it to pass. We'll see if he can maintain the position here. Looks to step over, right to mount. That was beautiful work. As soon as you get resistance on one side, you circle all the way around. Uses his knee to slide right over the mount. He's applying wrist pressure here. Gonna look to maybe isolate. Vega doing a good job bridging here, but Goswick's just really hipping in. He's got wide knees, so his base is really solid. Goswick transferring to S mount here. S mount is brutal if you can hold it. And Vega does a good job getting his elbow in and using it to get up on top. And he's going to want to really pass those feet and not spend too much time there. Goswick uses it to wrestle up. Beautiful work. Reverse the heel on a wrestle up. Using it to pass. Goswick on top here. He's got chest-to-chest pressure. He's doing a good job not being off balance too much here. Uses his knee right up the middle for a knee cut pass. Beautiful work. Look, he's looking to go back to mount. Might spin around. Locks his hands together. Gets right back to mount. Grape finds his legs, hipping in. A lot of pressure with the shoulder there. Ooh, Kimura attempt by Vega. That's nice. Looks like he's going to use it to get on top. Now remember, folks, this is based on submission attempts here. So this puts him in the lead, even though he spent the majority of the match on bottom here. That Kimura attempt puts him in the lead. Oh, looks like, yeah, nice. Nice little scramble there. We'll see if Vega can keep it in his favor now with the pressure on top. Goswick in on like a deep half attempt here, using it to get up, but Vega in on another attempt here, possibly a triangle or a Kimura. If he triangles his legs, it's gonna be really tight. Yeah, looking for an armbar. Good defense by Goswick, but man, that's another attempt for Vega. So they're going to reset back in the middle with Goswick on top. I mean, Goswick's going to have to immediately pull the trigger on some submissions here. He could be down in the judge's eyes. He has a great position. But every time he attacks from mount, Vega does a good job of just bridging and pushing him right off. So Vega's going to have to really cook him and stay heavy. But that's going to be hard to do with such little time on the clock. Only 30 seconds. Dismounts. Looks to chase the back. Goes back to mount.
10 seconds.
We can go triangle here. Might be able to get an attempt. Maybe a finish. Oh, time's running out.
Time.
Goswick did a great job with the pressure, but man, Vega had those 2 attempts. Here you see it. Goswick using it to get to mount. wrestling up off that De La Hiva, putting him down. We'll see who the judges give it to.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Damian Orende for your decision. Your winner of the match, Raul Vega!
Great match. Match goes to Vega. Yeah, those 2 submission attempts gave him the nod. He had that little Kimura in the armbar attempt.
Please welcome David Aguilar to the blue corner.
Still on the blue belts. David Aguilar making his way down out of Gracie Baja. This is 190 pounds.
Please welcome to the red corner, Christian Coronado.
Making his way down from Revolution Dojo, Christian Coronado. This is our 190-pound blue belt no-gi match. Christian Coronado will be coached by Dinko. Black belt with Revolution Dojo.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 190 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. Representing Gracie Baja, this is David Aguilar. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Revolution Dojo, this is Christian Coronado.
Let's go, David. You choose the pace, choose the game.
Blue belts go right for it. You know, less technique by the blue belts, but also less fear. They're willing to just do stuff and try things, which can make it for a more exciting match.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of times when you start getting a purple, brown, and black, they're a lot more calculated.
Be more patient. Know what position to avoid.
Get a guard. That's not working. There you go. Let's work for that underhook in front of the face. Create a break. Use your left hand. There you go. Underhook. Underhook. Create an opening.
Turn your flags off, please.
Wrestle up by Aguilar.
Same, David, same. Make it work.
2-on-1. Yes, nobody, let's go.
Your head in. There you go. Under the chin. Break that distance. Frame an opening.
Big head and arm throw there from Aguilar. Gotta be careful. Not get his back take. Did a good job turning it and stuff. Oh, hits it again.
Yeah, those hip throws are brutal.
Nice. Single to double to duck under.
Yeah, you see those head and arm throws less and less because it's just so easy to have your back taken off of them. But man, when you do see them, man, they're awesome.
Good ankle lock. Oh, wow. Good bite on it from Christian Coronado. Second time he went for it. That one he had a good, strong bite on that ankle. Got a quick tap.
It looks like he does it, right as soon as he puts his leg up, he drops right back for it.
Yeah, deep.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with a straight ankle lock, Christian Coronado. Please welcome Dominic Rodriguez to the blue corner.
All right, these blue belts going to keep them running. 175-pound no-gi match.
Dominic Rodriguez makes his way to the mat out of Arete Jiu-Jitsu.
Please welcome Daniel Webster to the red corner.
All right, Daniel Webster, Youngblood, 19-year-old at Henzo Gracie League Houston. And in his corner, you see Lester Bates Jr., another Youngblood himself, just got his black belt. Undefeated in Pro MMA, it's a stud.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 175 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. Representing Arete Jiu-Jitsu, this is Dominic Rodriguez. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Representing Henzo Gracie, this is Daniel Webster.
Go.
Nice little ankle pick right there. That's one of those takedowns that works really well coming from wrestling into jiu-jitsu. It's very unsuspecting. It's super low, and it's really low risk.
Yeah, you don't drive yourself into their close guard. No real guillotine threat.
Nice little knee bar attempt.
It's a good one.
Ooh, it's tight, too. He's going to want to pull that knee. If he can pull on his knee, he can change the angle. Look like he's going to kick right out, though.
And then knee on is right on. That seems like it's slipped.
Yeah, he's out. That's the thing about going on leg locks with young kids, man. They can just eat it a lot of times. Good job wrestling up there by Rodriguez.
Yeah, used it to sweep. Good value there. And there's that infamous heel hook from Craig Jones on what's his name? He fought in UFC. Miguel, and he just didn't tap.
Right.
His leg broke and he finished the match. Wild, man.
Yeah, you can see like the spiral fracture happening all up and down the shin bone. Brutal.
I give my competitors today the same speech. Have fun, do your thing. I said the only reason I'd ever be disappointed is if you get caught in something, don't tap and get hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, escape, whatever, but don't get hurt.
Live to fight another day.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, blue belts, teenagers. when you get some prize money or championship, you get the extra risk. But good reps, in it to win it, but not the cost of getting hurt.
Yeah, Webster looks really comfortable with the wrestling. Nice little throw by right there.
That's cool. Yeah, I know that Henzo Gracie Lake Houston team has a notoriously good wrestling program. Pretty sure it's helmed by Les Jr. actually. I've trained with him quite a bit. Got some awesome wrestling. Trying to body lock pass. It's Webster. Gotta step that right leg over. Missed the opportunity. Gotta go classic style, frame and posture. Notice he controls his wrist, so when he stands up, he can't get that leg instantly underhooked or the ankle grab. Cool entry. Just marked a little bit though. Counter leg lock.
Looking for a knee bar of his own, maybe. We'll see what he can do with it.
That's another 50-50.
Now again, be careful.
These guys aren't allowed to hook each other, not yet, at least. There are some straight ankle locks from 50-50, some good ones.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't really think that they were that effective until I had a really good black belt from 6 blades ankle locked me from that position.
Yeah, in the worlds, the inside heel hook from 50-50, I think, was the second most completed submission. I read a stat sheet recently. It was interesting. The single leg takedown, number 1 takedown. Double leg number 2. Matt returns from body lock ride number 3. But like naturally, it was the Nogi worlds. So the rear naked choke, number 1. And it was inside heel hook from 50-50 is number 2.
Yeah, inside of the knee is probably the best ligament to attack. It's super weak as opposed to the outside.
It also was the most attacked and missed submission as well. It's funny, usually in MMA, the guillotine is the second most effective submission after a naked choke. But it also has a negative accolade, which is the most attacked and missed submission as well.
Yeah.
Time.
All right, really fun. Good wrestling there from Webster. Good leg attacks from Rodriguez. Webster with the takedowns and the positioning. You know, knee bar of his own, albeit a bit more shallow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Jason Solis for your decision. Your winner of the match, Dominic Rodriguez.
Yeah, I think it was the depth of the leg locks that got him the victory here.
Yep. That knee bar was super deep.
We got 7 more blue matches. We go on to purple belts.
Please welcome Chance Petrie to the blue corner.
All right, Chance Petrie is a 175-pound Nogi match, just like our last one. Petrie coming out of United BJJ.
Please welcome to the red corner, Josh Webb.
We got Josh Webb coming out of Carlson Gracie. Jared Chafee there in his corner.
This could be a good matchup. Both these teams are very experienced as far as competition goes.
Jared Chafee one time got a head scissor submission on a black belt.
Okay.
It was wild.
Yeah, those head scissors, like, you know, you don't think that someone's going to get you with them, but they'll sneak up on you quick, man, if you don't deal with it.
All right, let's get these blue belts going.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 175 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. Representing United Jiu-Jitsu, this is Chance Petrie. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Carlson Gracie, this is Josh Webb.
Real physical tie-up here early on.
Guard pull by Petrie. Gonna work to try to get underneath him for a possible leg lock maybe, or scramble out to the back.
Oh, that underhook's gonna make this position really hard to work from. Switches sides.
Yeah, uses to get like a half grab position. Gonna try to expose the back here.
Oh, nice bite on the gilly. Just gotta get the lower body positioning in now. Nice, does a good job rebuilding his base. Still in on the front choke.
Right to the straight arm, I like that.
Yeah, he's got a good bite on that arm.
Drops to a leg here from Ashi. Webb doesn't seem phased.
He got his weight on that foot.
Yeah, I really like that deep hack to the crab to the back, but it's not as sticky as it is in the gi, you know, without being able to grab the belt. I find a lot of times guys could just like run and turn to you.
Yeah, and that's how he found that heavy shin strap, that front headlock attack.
Right.
He's on an anaconda. It's Webb. He's going to get that right arm behind the lat, and there it is. He's got a good bite.
Yeah, and he's got the leg trap. That's not good.
It's a little shallow.
Yeah, Peaches. Yeah. Oh, nice job. Yeah, a lot of times when you're in that entanglement, that little head and arm, sometimes you think you want to get like a half guard, but that can actually make it worse.
Yeah, kind of compress you.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed in Jim Miller's last guillotine, when he goes for the guillotines, he sits his lat in his armpit right in the back of guys' heads. And like drives them into the choke, opposed to driving the choke into the guy's neck.
Right.
So I actually added that detail myself. And you kind of have to be built for it. A little more boxy, but it's been effective ever since. Because Jim Miller, he gets some of the best guys in the world to tap quick with those gillies, kind of like Islam with his crazy darce chokes.
Right.
I've heard Islam's from Drew Dober. His squeeze is like otherworldly.
Yeah. I mean, you can just see it.
And you don't know until you feel it. I hope never to.
Right.
It's actually not true. That would be the coolest training session ever.
Right. And on the Ashi.
Oh, nice. Good and true. At 4'11 there. His legs aren't quite connected. Gave Webb some strong mobility out.
Oh, looking for some legs of his own, it looks like.
He's got a toe hold locked up.
1 minute remaining in this match. 1 minute
Got reverse toe hold. physicality of Webb has helped him a lot in these exchanges. Constantly with a collar tie. Good fight on this one.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, but man, this could go to Petrie's favor just by these attempts, even though it doesn't really look like he's going to get him.
Time.
Nice, that was a good match for those guys.
Classic battle of styles right there. One looking to stay on top, the other constantly going underneath, playing bottom, looking for legs. This could go either way, you know. I think Josh could maybe have some attempts with the neck, maybe. We'll see how the judge counts it. Probably going to go to Petrie, though.
Yeah, I would guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Jason Solis for your decision. Your winner of the match, Josh Webb.
All right, that one they really favored the aggression position. Did have the front choke. Attack the toe hold.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Max Buffamonte.
That was one of your teammates?
Yes, Max Buffamonte. You know, we're known for leg locks, but this kid is a wrestler. He likes to wrestle and make it gnarly, so this will be very interesting. I think the team nicknamed him Raging Bull.
Nice, he felt like a cannonball.
Yeah. He's definitely tough, and he's going to push the pace, so it's going to be an exciting matchup.
Welcome to the red corner, Darion Thompson.
Darion Thompson, one of the GB champions. It's a 235-pound nogi match, the biggest guys in the night so far.
Yeah, Max is a little undersized here. He's only weighing in at like 210, so.
Okay, I was curious. I saw him. I was like, man, he's big. He doesn't look 235 big.
Right. But his pace is insane, so he's going to have the cardio. We'll see if his opponent does, Darion Thompson.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 235 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, representing the dark side, this is Max Buffamonte. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Gracie Baja Champions, this is Darion Thompson.
Yeah, Max is going to want to force the wrestling here.
Nice, he had good entry into the back. Rolling recovery attempt from Darion, failed.
Yeah, rolling with wrestlers is always interesting because, you know, it really opens your mind to how, like, if they just stand up, it can neutralize a lot of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You got to, like, adjust a little bit and expect it coming.
Yeah, plus sometimes just getting them to settle on their back is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like force you to attack them with a guard game. Strong position early on here for Max. Darion's thinking about a Kimura, but a really hard position to make it work from.
Yeah. Little handcuff right there by Max. Gonna use it to expose the back. Ooh, gets one hook in.
And he's looking to be mean with this choke.
Just got him flattened out. A little bit of a smother there.
The chin super high. We call these ones ugly or naked chokes. Chain gripping it.
I literally got a video of me doing this to Max.
Nice. Darion does turn in temporarily.
Yeah, he's got to get to the side. That's to me brutal.
Just being mean. Oof. That's what I mean. The wrestler's just not really. I'm sure he could fight off his back, but just didn't want to.
Right.
Just didn't settle to his back on top. One thing, I make sure our guys practice a lot is just knowing when to settle and when not to settle. And it can't be a choice. It has to be just like a route.
Right. Yeah, jiu-jitsu, that can happen sometimes, because you want to get good at getting out of bad positions. But when you train like that constantly, sometimes you'll find yourself accepting positions. Whereas wrestlers, that's never a thing that they do, really.
No. There is no bottom position wrestling. Or at least no position on your back. That's a pin. That's a loss. I train with a lot of super high-level wrestlers over at Fortis. And I have to spam closed guard and leg locks on them. Just I can't get them on bottom. Ever. I mean, it's wild. Hey, suplex. Always a fun one. And one thing you can do when you're in Max's position is, use your shin as a wedge and clear that elbow. Really shallow threat there on those Kimuras.
Right. Yeah, man. Thompson's got to be careful about going belly down here.
1 minute remaining in this match. 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, it's working for him, though. And there we go.
Man. Yeah. It was that second cycle back to the back there from Max.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing that can happen with heavyweights. Sometimes you'll get bad habits because it works against most opponents.
Yeah.
Here we go. He has him belly down. Constantly put pressure on the neck here. And, sometimes you can make it work once, but when someone does it to you over and over again, it's going to really be taxing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, with just under 1 minute remaining, your winner of this match with a rear naked choke, Max Bustamante. Please welcome Kai Pavez to the blue corner.
Another fighter out of GB Champions, 105-pound no-gi match. Meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Eddie Castillo.
Another strong style fighter, 23 years old.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 155 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Gracie Baja Champions, this is Kai Pavez. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Strong Style Martial Arts, this is Eddie Castillo.
Both are level changing. I'll be interested to see if one of them takes a shot. I know there's a little ankle pick there earlier attempt. We'll see.
Yeah, they're both standing like they've wrestled. Super low. Make a shot. Stuck into a guard pull. Nice, good timing on that knee to enter through.
Yeah, I was wondering if those elbows in the groin were gonna work out for him, but he replaced it with his knee quickly.
Yeah, there was a second triangle attempt there from Pavez too.
He's doing really good with putting pressure on the head.
The third one, he's got to do with that right arm at Castillo. Nice hip bump there. Pavez right in the mount. Oh, there's a little cut. Cut on the brow. That's a good cut. You know, we don't see that many cuts here. We should probably get a hand on that, make sure the stage ain't too bloody. I'd be surprised if this match was able to continue. So right on the bottom part of his right eyebrow, right where the orbital meets the eye socket, there's a good little cut. You see them in MMA all the time from punches.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was from a headbutt, maybe a wayward elbow. Oh, maybe just, they're right there. There's a little elbow.
Yeah, I have one on my right eye right now.
You know what? I had noticed that. That looks fresh as can be.
Yeah, just last week.
Take a headbutt or a joint?
Yeah, ankle bone.
Yo, yeah.
Right across the eye.
That'll do it.
Got the tap, though.
Hey, all right. Nice little hip bump. And notice the right elbow here. Pavez. Bang. 100% unintentional. He was looking to cover and go chest to chest. Yeah, this match is they're not going to continue. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure this match is not going to continue. Can't be bleeding on this stage.
Looks like his eye swelling a little bit. Right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Dang it. Yeah, that's jiu-jitsu for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to a cut sustained by Eddie Castillo, the referee has called for a stop to the action, ruling this a no contest.
right, that is the submission her first. And honestly, the hundreds of matches they put on, that's kind of surprising. This kind of stuff does happen. 100% unintentional, unfortunate. Good to see these guys in the mats. You know, this is part of the game, though. Let's meet our next set of competitors.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Isabella Carrero.
Isabella Carrero goes by Bella. Trained with her a couple of times. She's a pretty seasoned blue belt. She's been in the mix a long time. See Travis Cook in her corner. Travis Cook's the beast. I mean, some of the best jiu-jitsu I've ever seen in the world.
Please welcome Micah Reddick to the red corner.
Micah Reddick, a little bit younger.
Yeah, I went and trained with Travis, and he beat me up from the closed guard. And it's very rare someone beats me up from a closed guard no-gi.
Yeah, I haven't known Travis in a while, but when I was a brown belt, he was already a third degree black belt. He had tapped me like 6 times, and I just didn't know. It was the first time I had like a real black belt. But yeah, now he's a beast. We got both ladies on the stage. Let's get this match started.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 145 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Team Took, this is Isabella Carrero. And introducing her opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Henzo Gracie, this is Micah Reddick.
They train hard at Team Tooks, too. I went to one of their training sessions. I swear we drilled for an hour and then rolled for an hour. That's rare to see like these days.
Yeah, one of Travis's black belts, Cameron Graves, is now again the Fury Fighting Championship 145-pound champion.
I saw that, right? He lost it and got it back.
Yeah, and then he lost a couple years ago, and really strong road back. But yeah, so we've had a strong alliance with the Took guys. Done a lot of MMA cross training with them. Our gym had flooded once during Harvey, and he was gracious, opened his doors to our whole team. Oh, nice shot there. Bella. Good reaction to those. From Micah. Or Mika. Double leg there. From Micah. Bella bailed on that guillotine. I like to deframe instead. It was a good passage there from Micah, but Bella able to get back to the full guard. Nice inverted armbar attempt here. Those can be pretty tricky to finish. And you'll catch a lot of quick taps in the gym for sure, but in the competition area, guys are a lot more willing to eat a little bit and put that extra effort in trying to escape.
Right. Climbing a guard high is Carrero. Ooh, that was nice.
That was a good pass there from Micah. A little over a minute left in this match. Not a lot of sub attempts. Still time to work. Micah in a good position here inside control. Notice how tight Bella's keeping her elbows
1 minute
down.
remaining in this match. 1 minute remaining.
So in the matches where there aren't really many submission attempts, they will value takedowns and passes and sweeps.
Oh, nice little spin through.
So yeah, Micah spun, but she didn't really have her hands connected. You need a strong figure four, or even like a good classic guillotine grip to make something like that happen.
Yeah, Carrero can turn this around.
Remaining.
If she can get a sub attempt in here, maybe threaten the neck or something.
Yeah, she had full back take. She can finish him now. I mean, yeah, I would say she was down pretty thoroughly by the takedown and guard pass, but a back take and a mount. I mean, that could do
10
it.
seconds. Time.
Yeah, she turned this around in the final 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Austin Orende for your decision. Your winner of the match, Isabella Carrero.
All right, we got another set of ladies. Let's bring them out.
Please welcome Nichollet Hartley to the blue corner.
Nichollet Hartley out of North-South BJJ. This is a 125-pound D match. Got a good string of no-gi matches there. Back to the D for now. There's a lot more no-gi matches tonight than gi matches.
Please welcome to the red corner, Vicky Bertrand.
Vicky Bertrand out of Farah BJJ. Maroon colored gi. I don't know if I've seen that color in a gi before. Pretty cool.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 125 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing North-South BJJ, this is Nichollet Hartley. And introducing her opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Vera Jiu-Jitsu, this is Vicky Bertrand. Bertrand.
Nice little body lock takedown there from Hartley. She's in half guard. Notice that left arm of Bertrand that needs to get into a better position. Ideally framing on the inside of the neck, create some space, but keeping that grip over the head. Oh, she's going for a suicide choke. Never mind. Stand corrected. Kind of a tricky position to finish it from, but this choke notorious for putting people out. I don't think the grips are deep enough, though. Oh yeah, that left hand's really not in the right position. Never mind. Double correction. Not a suicide choke there. I always thought those chokes were almost like unnecessarily risky, especially in modern jiu-jitsu. Gift wrap now. It's Bertrand. Oh man, quick transition to an armbar. She's on that wrist. She can't reload it. She's doing a good job kind of squaring back up. Now on a triangle though. Not the best angle on the triangle, but doesn't have to be. I'm just going to try to get that choking leg, that left leg further across the back. There it is. Still could be deeper. Notice Bertrand's kind of stacking her up, keeping that left trapped arm to the outside of the hip, trying to keep him square. It's going to be a tough position to work out of. And this will wear on you too. One thing they can focus on is getting that arm across. She cut the angle as much as she could. She's got to deal with that left elbow.
Yeah.
And man, she gets out of it. That was surprising.
Great job.
Oh.
Back into the entanglement.
A high guard there again.
Man.
Right on that arm. I think she may have pulled the elbow out.
Hartley's transitions are money.
Yeah. And it's transitions from sub to sub. Back into the guard, reset to the center. Still a lot of good closed guard attacks here from Hartley. Bertrand a little more aware, staying a bit more squared up. As we're also joined by main card competitor Jake Heffernan here, also on commentary duty. Welcome in.
1 minute remaining in this match. 1 minute remaining.
Do not open your legs unless she opens them.
1 minute left in a match we thought we'd see a finish in early on. Bertrand's, stuck back in her arm, but clears the elbow though. She's very aware.
.30 seconds remaining.
guard tie up here. Closing the guard doesn't have a huge value here.
Attack the neck now. Cover your hips. Cover your hips.
Notice Hartley's just hitting him with the muffler, keeping the hand up her mouth.
10 seconds.
Making it hard to breathe. All right, and that'll do it. Clear-cut decision here. I would only assume for Nichollet and Hartley. She had a lot of really good submission because those arm bars, those triangles. As Scott said, just good transitions from submission to submission. And then when she missed him, she ended up right back in the closed guard. But good awareness there from Bertrand. Clearing the elbows, quickly clearing the head on the triangle. Let's see what these judges say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Austin Orende for your decision. The winner of the match, Nichollet Hartley.
All right, congratulations to Hartley. We have 2 more blue belt matches. Let's get our next set of competitors.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Oscar Martinez.
All right, Oscar Martinez, another fighter out of Team Tooks coming out. This is a 165-pound no-gi match. All right, we got Oscar making his way on the mats. These guys going to finish up the blue belt division strong here. All right, let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Zack Roman.
All right, Zack Roman, 29 years old, coming out of Henzo Gracie Lake Houston. Man, that Henzo Gracie team, they've had a lot of guys out here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the blue belt division at 165 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Team Took, this is Oscar Martinez. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Henzo Gracie, this is Zack Roman.
Can't quite get the grip locked up. Now he's in a front headlock. Goes for that armbar. Nice. Able to step over and then step around to the back. Really good work on the scrambles. Looks like we're in. Ooh, almost in on the neck. Can't quite get there. Working a really good wrist tie. Staying on that back. Got that rear naked choke locked up. Can't quite get the grip cinched in. He's doing a really good job of keeping himself centered on the back with that pressure to not quite allow for the submission attempts to be so easy. What I'd like to see him do is get his shoulder to the mat and try to spin through as he's escaping one of these attempts right now. There we go. He's got really good cinch of the hooks. He's not crossing his feet, he's just keeping good pressure, so he's able to stay really centered on that back. He's doing a really good job on that. And Martinez really struggling to get that. There, we gotta get that hook out so he can turn through. Pull himself into a front headlock position. Roman's just glued to his back. Can't quite get pulled through.
Yeah, those guys who are really long, man, it's hard to get them off your back.
Yeah. What you got to do is use them against them like they're a rope. Pull yourself into them.
Right.
Without losing separation, so the sub attempts aren't as easy to hit. It's like Roman has, put quite a bit of catch points on the board.
Ooh, nice little.
Got a little Kimura reversal into a really nice Kimura attempt.
Ooh, look a little, what is that, Tarico Plata?
Oh. Into a little Kimura trap. These blue belts are flexible.
Martinez done a great job staying in the fight here.
Beautiful work. Scrambling all the way out. Solid catch point for Roman.
Yeah, Martinez is going to really have to make something happen here if he's going to want to take home this one.
This is one of those situations where you're behind, you got to jump on something. Exactly.
30 seconds remaining.
And at this point, Roman knows he's got the catch points locked in.
Right.
Look for something to catch. There we go. Looking for a little action again on that shoulder. Good work. Beautiful work for both boys. Looks like Roman was able to put quite a bit of catch points on the board, so he'll take that one. Really beautiful work, though, from both gentlemen. A lot of solid technique at that blue belt level. The scrambles were highly prevalent in this one for sure. It really looked like it was the back for Roman that really put him ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 5-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Damian Orende for your decision. Your winner of the match, Zack Roman!
Good work for Zack Roman. Congratulations.
Please welcome to the blue corner, David Navarro.
All right, next we got out David Navarro.
Enzo Gracie.
This one's at 195 in Nogi. Enzo Gracie's solid gym. And a lot of competitors coming out of that gym.
Ricardo Evangelista in the corner.
You know, every time I do one of these commentaries for these submission-only matches, I always like to say I love it when the bigger guys go. It's my most enjoyable time commentating is watching the heavyweights, really from like 195 and up. Really enjoy that jiu-jitsu just because you're seeing a lot of, at this level, it's not just, you know, smashing and catching something, it's a lot of technical movement.
Miguel Diaz.
Here we have Miguel Diaz making his way out of Revolution Dojo. The competitor from Henzo, David Navarro, has got the Ballet Tudo shorts. Old school spandex.
You know, I'm a fan of the Valley Tudo myself.
Yeah.
I'm coming out later on tonight for your co-main event. People, you know I'll be out in my spandex.
Hell yeah. These boys jacked.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 5-minute time limit in the Blue Belt division at 195 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Henzo Gracie, here is David Navarro. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Revolution Dojo, here is Miguel Diaz.
And this looks like some final bosses for the blue belts. Our blue belt main event. Both guys built pretty similarly.
Yeah, I was just saying I always enjoy watching the bigger guys go. A lot of fun scrambles, but the bigger boys, the heavier movement, real technical work, really entertaining to watch.
It's our final blue match of the evening. We have the purple belts up next, then the brown belts and some black belts. That's our main card, but it looks like we're going to have quite a few swing bouts. I know right at 4:10 p.m. they have to cut off. Get the production action going for Fight Pass, then we do a really good job. A little bit of an intermission. Hopefully get through all the purple belts.
Both guys trying to get that collar tie action started up. Can't quite get ascension. Oh,
that was cool.
Navarro went on a double.
Ooh, and on the legs.
Beautiful work.
Knee bar attempt.
Nice. Quick knee bar. That was awesome.
Really good work. Really good work for Diaz. That was awesome. Beautiful roll through. Captured the heel. Sat in on the knee. Stayed in that position to keep the leg inverted. It was nice.
That was also cool of David not blast double and then do off the stage. He blasted double, then cut a hard angle back to the inside. Good sportsmanship. Good control. Angle there, keep it on the stage. Man, he rolls right through. We saw Gary Tunnen actually win a fight semi-recently with that. That's like the one counter when you're stuck in a rear body lock. Let's make it official. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with a knee bar, Miguel Diaz.
All right, that'll do it for our blue belts. Moving on to the purple belts. Now all submissions legal. You can slam your way out of submissions in no-gi. We have 8 purple belt matches on deck. We'll see if we can't knock them out before the main card. Let's meet our first set of purple belts.
Moving on to the purple belt division, please welcome to the blue corner, Madison Gwynn.
Madison Gwynn, out of War Training Facility. Oddly enough, Madison has a lot of experience in sumo wrestling.
Yeah, I was actually just about to bring that up myself. You know, beyond that, she comes out of a gym that has a very high wrestling pedigree. So that experience, she's traveled across the globe to go compete in sumo wrestling as well. A lot of high experience going into this match.
And you see in our corner Jacob Berry. He actually will be competing in just 4 matches. So coaching and competing duty tonight.
Going dual like myself.
We got Madison on stage.
Please welcome to the red corner, Britney Reyes.
Britney Reyes, a later replacement for this match out of Syndicate Jiu-Jitsu.
You know, you see more and more people coming out of Syndicate lately, really building that gym as a competitor's gym, trying to get as many guys out as possible and put on as many good performances as possible.
All right, let's get our first Prelims match going. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is scheduled for 1 round with a 7-minute time limit in the purple belt division at 145 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing the War Training Center, here is Madison Quinn. And introducing her opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Syndicate, here is Britney Reyes.
Madison, the younger of the two athletes.
Reyes getting a really strong collar tie. Oh,
See with the
Madison
trip.
hitting her the trip.
Yeah, she's getting a little tall. Maybe trying to force a front headlock, but happy to play in guard, it seems.
Looks very, very calm. Madison trying to force that cut through the side control, and she gets it. And this is where I think Madison will shine, is this pressure game. Not only, again, she comes from that sumo style of heavy grinding and pressure, but a high wrestling pedigree out of War as well.
Yeah.
Madison half guard now, really trying to force. Looks like she's trying to isolate one side arm, getting a 2-on-1 grip. Reyes is able to get on her side, really defending the half guard position, trying to recover guard.
Yeah, this is one of those positions you just don't stop, don't settle until you're either, in a guard you're comfortable with or on top.
Looks like she's going for an arm and guillotine from that seated position.
It's going to be tough to pull off.
And Gwen is savvy to it. Looks like she understands knew the danger, backed out.
Madison backing on that body lock, using it to try to isolate and pass.
She's able to get to mount, real low mount. Now she slides into a nice medium mount.
Yeah, that was almost like a leg lace in the mount, minus the depth of the leg lace.
Has a gift wrap locked up, trying to make it to the back now. It's been real tight and technical movement the whole time. Not a lot of forced scrambles happening because of the pressure of Gwen. Reyes is in on a heel hook.
Now on a strength lock. Heel hooks are legal now, and they will be for the rest of these matches. Almost like an Aoki lock. Madison's full back exposure. That chin's a little high as she fights for the hand. Does Reyes.
Reyes is able to get.
And Madison can slide that knee under. Yep.
She's got the rear naked locked up now.
I think this may be a wrap. This is a deep one.
Well, looks like Reyes shifted back through. Again, the pressure of Gwen, she's very low. She's not allowing for any underhooks to be dug through. She's isolating an arm, really doing a good job on the pressure.
Reyes used deep half to kind of square back up. into a knee shield, but the knee shield itself is pretty shallow. Back into close guard attempt though here from Reyes. Reyes' timing on the reguards is pretty good, but just they're a bit incomplete.
Looks like Gwen's got that arm isolated. I don't know if she's going to be going forward or looking to lock that neck up.
Yeah, that was almost like that cow catcher position.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean. Notice she kind of pummels back into a knee shield. She gets that left frame back on the inside. But she's not going to specifically offensive guards.
Kind of back into mount for Gwen. She's still got that head locked up. So she steps back into half guard. And then Reyes is able to get back to closed guard now. Get a little reset from there.
Reset back to the middle. Fun match also coming up next. We have some heavyweights. First set of heavyweights of the night.
My favorite.
From MMA, maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
I think one submission I always look forward to with the heavyweights is that mother's milk. If it happens, I'll be cheering.
Yeah, so on Fury's, I think first main 8-man tournament, not a team tournament, 8-man, Big Dan Manasau finished all 3 of his matches with that same exact submission. Man, that's cool. I would actually like to learn that myself. Maybe one day when we're not in suits, we'll do a little technique talk.
Got a minute left, just under.
Reyes, I don't know, Kimura, I mean, this is the best work she's done so far. She's got to try to keep that guard at least a little higher. Yeah, no, her hand's not quite on her own wrist. She's not going to have the best prying ability. Shoots a triangle, though. Sneaky setup. You know what? This is the closest submission so far. There was that rear naked choke, but I mean, a fully figure 4 triangle.
Looks like she can also use it to get to mount right now. She doesn't quite have the figure 4 fully locked in anymore. Ooh, Gwen able to get out. Does look like she'll be able to lock up at least a catch point for that one. It did look good.
Yeah, which really puts her in the running for this match. I'd say Gwen was up pretty thoroughly prior to that triangle. And I think that triangle was maybe deeper than the rear naked choke. So we'll see.
With the control time that Gwen had, I think that's where the nod will go.
Yeah,
but
I'd agree with you as well.
The last second submissions at the end of matches, where that's the last thing that the judges are seeing, can always swing it a way you didn't expect. So
and if that's the case in sub-attempt for sub-attempt, then they do play off the takedowns and passes. That was a cool triangle setup off of Kimura. All right, we'll see what these judges say. Let's get our official decision. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 7-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Damian Orende for your decision. Your winner of the match, Madison Quinn! Please welcome to the blue corner, Dietrich Smith.
All right, Dietrich Smith, another fighter out of Soul Fighters, Leander. This is our heavyweight no-gi purple belt match.
I'm digging the walkout music.
It's a really cool MMA fight last night on the main card, that Giles Almeida versus Sergey Spivak. Two really good heavyweight grapplers. It's a fun fight while it lasted.
Please welcome to the red corner, Chris Loop.
All right, Chris Loop coming out of Carlson Gracie.
I'm playing with Chris Luke. He's crazy strong.
100% honesty, it doesn't look surprising that he is crazy strong.
He looks crazy strong.
As big as he is, he looks like a smaller version of the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Don't let this guy grab me.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 7-minute time limit in the purple belt heavyweight division. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Soul Fighters, here is Dietrich Smith. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Carlson Gracie, here is Chris Loop.
Man, Loop, he's got abs under that rash guard. Oh, glad everything stayed safe there. That's also something we just almost never see, thankfully. These athletes are usually pretty respectful on keeping everyone on the mats.
These boys are also... Oh. These boys are so big, that was just a small hop off of the
yeah.
for him.
Normally I'd be happy to help try to catch somebody, but if these guys come towards our table, I'm bailing.
Good forehead pressure from Luke. Oh.
Nice little Haragoshi to the back.
Gets a little reset. Doesn't have his hooks in. There's what looks like a body lock with a wrist ride. So we get a reset to the center. Able to get the hooks in.
Smith able to come on top with it. Now in the knee shield of Loop.
Loop's got this knee shield going, keeping that distance. Smith's got wrist control. Able to use that sprawl style to get around the legs.
Ends up passing successfully. Starts to do with the frames there of Loop on bottom, but uses a knee ride to hit it, exposes the back.
And Loop's falling just a little bit behind on the motion. Can't quite get started. I'd like to see him force a scramble and get ahead with it. So one thing about letting him get a little too far ahead is you get stuck in catch-up mode.
Nice Smith with a sneaky little wrist ride set up to a potential naked choke. Loop looks to fight the hand, but he's got a strong set of back control here to transition to mount. Yeah, I mean, you called it well. Smith's just kind of able to stay ahead positionally, not getting too overzealous on any one position.
He's also staying really calm and using chest pressure and more gravity than his arms to pull himself in, so he's not getting tired staying in these positions either. It's really very savvy technically to conserve while you're staying on top.
Yeah, Lupus in trying to attack Kimura there, but it's a tall order.
Smith's trying to get in. Oh, it looked like in on an arm triangle. Couldn't quite get his head deep enough.
Yeah, Smith stuck in a bit of a lockdown here. Trying to go laces to clear it.
You see Loop try to get on his side, start working an underhook from there.
See, that's one of the knocks with the lockdown is it is engineered for you to kind of stay flat. So if you're going to keep that sort of leg configuration. Now he's in a more appropriate position to try to punch an underhook and cut an angle.
Hasn't really been a submission attempt locked down. A couple of
kind of Rinnick chokes thoughts, yeah, from Smith.
But nobody in danger yet. Really good positional work from Smith.
Yeah, that's something you'll see from these purple belts is they're going to be pretty aware of, the times they're in danger. And, as you'd mentioned, Jake, being in catch-up mode, I like to use like a foot race as an analogy. If someone gets ahead of you on a foot race, you got to really double down on your pacing, not only to catch up, but to overtake. So it's best when you feel them catching up to you to just pick your pace up then and there. That's like trying to stay ahead responsibly on the scrambles.
Smith's trying to get into that mount position now, three-quarter mount, forced from half guard. Can't quite get the hips moved off of himself, can loop, so he's really struggling from there. And Smith in full mount now, really using his pressure to keep the position stuck. And then another transition straight back to the back. And that's that back to mount loop. Got an arm triangle locked up.
It's a good attempt. I mean, he's got that elbow trap nice and high. He didn't pull him out.
Didn't get his hands locked together and get the pressure, in. So again,
I think Smith is consciously choosing to focus on position, play the pressure cooking game. Maybe hit the submission near the tail end. You see that in a lot of the really high-level submission-only matches, like right there. Half of the match, a lot of times you'll see finishes in overtime. It's because the first part of the match is to just fatigue the opponent, especially guys at this level. They're usually not going to get caught with something, easy early on.
We're in the final minute of this match. We got to really make a choke locked up. Really tight.
Yeah, Smith knows. He knows he's worn on him quite a bit. There's a tap. Wow.
Yeah, beautiful work. Like you said, looked like he really did work that cook style, and then I think he waited. I think he got the signal that it was the last minute of the match, and then he rode for the victory. Very, very beautiful work.
Yeah, tactically very appropriate here from Smith. All started with that nice throw in the beginning of the match. Kind of rode him out from his knee shield to the mount to the back take, and then finally finding this neck crank. Palm to palm. Well, that's a figure forward where Nichollet chokes right on the chin. Just the tap here in just a second. Oh yeah, he did end up going modified grip. There's the tap. That's all she wrote. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with the rear naked choke, Dietrich Smith.
Congratulations to Dietrich Smith. Great job.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Joel Carson.
Next up, we have Joel Carson out of Labyrinth BJJ. nice. Got a little thing worked out for his walkout. Beautiful work there. Always like it when guys really enjoy the walkout.
Please welcome to the red corner, Christian Ibarra.
Next we got walking out Christian Ibarra out of Team Torres.
Oh, look at it. We got lucky. We got back-to-back heavyweight matches.
Team Torres, really, really good gym. Solid coach out of there, Michael Torres.
This Christian Ibarra moves really well.
Yeah, I've seen him compete a few times before. It's good to be quick as a heavyweight.
Yeah, you would think he'd be slow, but he is not slow. He can move for a big guy. Kind of scary when a big guy like that moves well.
Yeah.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 7-minute time limit in the purple belt heavyweight division. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. Representing Labyrinth BJJ, here is Joel Carson. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner. Representing Torres Jiu-Jitsu, this is Christian Ibarra.
Huge size discrepancy here.
Yeah, same thing. These guys get close to the table. I'm out. Oh, that's a bold strat. I learned early on, anytime I went with a big heavyweight, straight ankle
Drop
lock.
back to the leg lock.
Oh, ankle lock versus
Ooh,
ankle
Aoki lock.
Oh, there's a tap. Wow.
Oh, beautiful work. Fast.
Yeah, those submissions are wild, man. And when that heel pops out, I mean, straight ankle lock positioning mechanics of a heel hook. That was brutal.
Yeah, I'd like to see the time on that one. That was a quick one.
That was our fastest adult submission of the night.
24 seconds, it looks like.
Looks like it was right at 22 seconds. Beautiful work.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match in 24 seconds with an Aoki lock, Joel Carson.
Good work to Carson. 24 seconds. Beautiful work.
Nice, we had a fun match ahead of us here next. Let's meet these next two fighters.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Jacob Aries.
Jacob Aries representing Henzo and Main Street. So you guys probably recognize Jacob Aries not only for his nice mustache, but you also see him as a Fury Fighting Championship Pro 145. Known for his Muay Thai. It's cool to see him here on the 700 stage.
He was also out here just a little while ago coaching his girlfriend Win.
Gabe McCarry on his corner. If you guys want to be entertained, go pull up, go to Fight Pass, type in Gabriel Macario and watch any of his fights. Alright, let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Aldo Perez.
Aldo Perez out of Gracie Baja West Chase. This kid is really good. He's not going to be as heavy, but he's extremely technical.
Yeah, the GB West Chase team, they've always had a really strong competition. They want a really strong competitors out of that camp. Always fun to watch. Another super strong wrestling base behind the team. It's going to be a fun match. Let's get started.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 7-minute time limit in the purple belt division at 180 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Henzo Gracie and Main Street, here is Jacob J-Bob Berry. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Gracie Baja, this is Aldo Perez.
Little play sportsmanship there in the beginning from Jacob.
Yeah, Aldo's going to look to attack leg locks and get to the back.
Yeah, nice little bite on that shoulder crunch there. I mean, yeah, Barry's got his hands full with this matchup for sure.
And Aldo's right in on it right away.
So maybe
Not
going
wasting
to
any
K-guard.
time.
Back on the arm crunch to an arm bar. Man, got to control that thumb line. There's the tap. Man, that was beautiful.
Right from the arm saddle.
Yeah, that was cool.
Really slick setup here.
Yeah, you'll see him pin his wrist. Right there, traps the elbow. Just chased it really well. Congratulations. Huge submission. That was awesome. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match in 48 seconds with an armbar, Aldo Perez.
Those Gracie Baja West Chase guys are dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Adrien Alonso.
All right, this is one of our last matches before we take a short break to prepare the broadcast team for the main card. Adrien Alonso at PG Revolution. Good purple belt. He is a judo black belt. At Revolution, see Jeff Messina in this corner. Actually looked at matching one of my guys with him, but my guy was a little too light. He's got 20 pounds lighter. Alright, we have the judo player and jiu-jitsu purple belt, Adrien Alonso on the match. Let's meet his opponent. Familiar face to 700.
Please welcome to the red corner, Henny Taha.
I don't know that Henny's music is going to top Barbie Girl for walkout music.
Yeah, Henny Taha, very strong, very seasoned competitor, good purple belt. Strong, has had some fierce competition on this 700 stage in the past.
Yeah, we've seen him compete many times. Very comfortable on the stage for submission iron pro.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, he never, ever takes easy matches. If there's time, we may fit in one more match, but this is likely our final match before our main card. Make sure you tune in on Fight Pass at 4:30 sharp. Let's get this match started. Here's Wayne.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 7-minute time limit in the purple belt division at 200 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing BJJ Revolution, here is Adrien Alonso. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Team Took, this is Henny Taha.
A heavy grip tie up. See a guard pull from Taha. Really strong base here from Alonso. Notice you got that pant grip. with his right hand. Really effective way to keep these more modern, more intricate kind of open guards a little out of position. Notice that sleeve grip of Taha with his left hand is making it hard for Alonso to control that pant. Call it matching grips. I mean, it's just a good way to neutralize some leverage. It's a 100% necessary part of the game too in the gi.
Nice little inversion there.
Yeah, both guys kind of mutually get a reset. I'd like to see maybe some of the judo there of Alonso, but I don't think Taha wants to. I don't want to blame him. I'd probably do the same thing.
100%.
Can't quite get his grips set.
This is the best position Taha's had so far in the moment. I mean, the moment he got to close guard, had the depth of his hips, he shot an angle for an arm bar. Alonso very aware of it. Kind of backed out before it was a real threat. I got about 4.5 minutes left in this match.
Taha, again, working a really good knee shield, but you can't get caught in this defense-only mode. We got to go for action. I know once he made it back to the guard, he shot that arm bar right away.
He was looking for a loop choke, too. Again, both of them very shallow, but that shows the difference between these blue belt matches prior and these purple matches now. These purple belts are a lot more aware of the offense. And it all starts from the position they're looking to fight for. But I think Taha so far has actually been ahead in a submission potential front.
We need all main card competitors. Please report to the red corner locker room for the rules meeting. All main card competitors, please report to the red corner locker room for the rules meeting.
Alonso's really struggling in this open guard to get enough pressure to pass through.
Yeah, he's putting himself in good positions to pass, but it just, I mean, you guys both know, it's the final sequences of the gi guard passes that are most challenging. You have so many obstacles to clear, and you can clear, 9 out of 10. And if you try to pass without clearing that last one, they're going to just re-guard. Just like this, right back into a full squared up position.
And Taha keeps trying that loop choke. I'm wondering if the ref is seeing those loop choke attempts and deciding on whether or not they're deep enough. Because Alonso is having to remove the grip once he realizes he's getting pulled into it. And those are one of those chokes where you'll be in it, and then you'll be out, and you won't even realize it.
Yeah, there's really been kind of one-way traffic on submission attempts, albeit them all very shallow. But Alonso is yet to pass the guard of Taha.
And that's the game of these submission-only matches, especially in the gi, is who can work their guard better or who can avoid the guard from the top position better.
And if anything, tonight Alonso has displayed some of the best kind of behavior and positioning within the guard. Actively standing, sits back on it. Again, a strangle lock attempt, but never really had it going. That was about as deep as the loop, choke, and armbar. So, I mean, this may come down to shallow submission attempts.
We got 2 minutes on the clock now. Back into close guard for Taha. And both guys don't look fatigued by any means. They're just kind of in this grip fight battle. One person really trying to get ahead. Alonzo's got both grips up top.
I think he's trying to maybe elicit an attack from Taha that'll allow him to maybe attempt to pass. Maybe something like that is what he was hoping for. Got with a decent attack out of triangle. Alonzo with a really strong base.
Ooh, beautiful work. Alonzo gets that over-under position, but isn't quite able to finish shucking the legs through. And now Taha's in on a straight
tap. Wow, Taha, beautiful little chain series of attacks. Shoots the triangle, gets hit with a bit of a stack pass, rolls in on a knee baller. Goes in for a straight ankle, gets the finish. That was really impressive. And that was a tough opponent he had here in Alonzo with his judo experience, and the physicality. Again, Taha always brings it, always. And it's some of that really high-level competition he's faced in the past that he can prepare him for a match like today. All right, we'll get this official outcome in just a moment. And we have a little bit of news for the fight fans coming up at 4:30 on Fight Pass. So you guys can switch your stream over from YouTube. And here's Wayne for our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with a straight ankle lock, Henny Taha!
Killer work.
All right, guys, man, what a great match to finish off these prelims. We do have some post-prelims coming up after the main card back on YouTube. All right, so we have our main card starting at 4:30 sharp here, Central Time in Houston. This is some of the highlights for the night. We got an awesome under 60-pound 8-man tournament. Most entertaining fighter does get a spot on Fight Pass Invitational in March. We have some awesome local black and brown belts also fighting on the main card in between the tournaments. Jake, our broadcasting friend, being one of them. I guess stay tuned. We'll see you in 20 minutes on Fight Pass.
All right, folks, before we go live with the main card at 4:30, we have a very special presentation for one of our team members, Diego Reyes, on behalf of U.S. Congressman Dan Crenshaw. Congressman Dan Crenshaw extends his appreciation to you for your dedication to serving the United States and the great state of Texas. Diego has dedicated his life to serving. After 2 deployments as a Marine and a stint in the Texas National Guard, Diego continued his life of service as a sergeant with the Texas City Police Department. When he's not putting his life on the line to protect his community, Diego spends his time with his wife, Maria, and their 4 children. He's also actively volunteering at his church and in other areas of the community. Diego, on behalf of Congressman Dan Crenshaw, thank you for making this country a better and safer place to live. We present you with the War on Terrorism Congressional Medal. Get a shot of that on camera. And H-Town, y'all make some noise for this local hometown hero. All right, Diego, it's your turn. How does it feel to receive this honor from Congressman Dan Crenshaw?
It's an honor. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. It was a big surprise. So,
you got that? He's a Navy SEAL. He recognizes you as a fellow badass. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your hard work on all these broadcasts, not just today, but on Fury Amateur Series. All of the events that you help us with, your hard work, and man, and I see it every day, and I tell you all the time, I appreciate your hard work. Y'all make some noise one more time for Sergeant Diego Reyes.